Okay. That's me. Storage Podcast. Storage Podcast. Folks, guess what? Still can't sing on pitch for some reason. Gonna start smoking again. Now, while I'm looking at that, I'm going to have to go over here and get in this. How do I get in there? Bank 2. Okay. I have a very, very special soundbite. Went ahead and hooked this thing up to my computer. And I thought this is going to be a permanent part of the show. And that is, where did I put it? Right here.
Need any goats now?
Need any goats now? Just a random, obviously elderly man calling my Google Voice to tell me, or ask me rather, if I need some goats. And I appreciate him. I don't need any goats at this time. When I lived at my other house in St. Louis, there was so much poison ivy in the backyard that I did need goats, and actually considered renting goats for a couple of days to eat all the poison ivy, because for some reason, poison ivy doesn't affect goats. But you know who it affects? This guy. Me. It affects me. Literally, the dog would get the poison ivy oil on the dog, and then it would rub on my arm, and I'd just have ridiculous poison ivy for weeks. Today's show is sponsored by poison ivy. Poison ivy that can only be cured with steroid cream or taking an extremely hot shower until it itched so bad that it stopped itching. That's what I would do. I would get the shower squirter that some people use for other things other than cleaning. I would use that and put it on the affected area with the hottest water I could stand, and then it would itch, and stop itching. Then I'd jack up the heat a little bit. Itch, stop itching up until literally I couldn't stand the hot water anymore. And that gave me hours of relief. And I mean, I'm talking, I would get poison ivy so bad that I wanted to claw my skin off with a camp fork. And I don't know if you've ever been camping and a last minute buy at the little convenience store. Right before you get to the campsite, you see something called a camp fork that's got 2 fingers, and you can put hot dogs on it or marshmallows. To me, the word camp fork was always hilarious. I'm going to take one of these out because it's making me feel weird. Anytime that I've gone camping, it's never, you try to plan a good camp trip. The last time I went camping was in the mountains with Harold, and we got up there. We had, let me go back. Hold on, let me stick my leg out. The whole reason we went camping is because I rented a mystery vehicle, which again was a truck, and it had a plug in the back. Like you could plug stuff in. And that to me was like, oh yeah, we got to go camping because there's a plug back there and you can plug stuff up when you're camping. So we go to Walmart, get a variety of things. He buys like a camp stove. He buys a couple of like camp things. I got a mattress. I got a couple of camping things. Drove on up, found a camping spot, set everything up. I went to Walmart. I had to get something. I don't know what it was, like a sweatshirt or something, because it was starting to get a little cold. He's chilling in the tent. I come back. It's getting dark. We need to make a fire. He starts trying to make a fire. Well, everything's wet, moist, damp, like your girl. Can't start a fire. So smoky. The guy next to us, however, looks like he goes camping every frickin' day, has a nice fire, has a little setup. He's making a little steak on the grill. He's got his little RV, with all his little camping stuff in it. And night fell, and I thought, well, we better get in this tent and go night. After we had blown it up in the back of my truck. Get in there, and we had only brought in 1 or 2 blankets. And it was in the mountains, and it was freezing. And it was that at that time I said to him, let's go. It's too damn cold. And I tried to go in the truck and heat myself up a little bit. And at the time I was smoking, I'm like, I could sit here and smoke and get warm and go back in the tent. No, it just kept getting colder. So in the middle of the night, we packed our belongings in the back of this rental truck and got the heck out of there and went straight to a warm hotel. My father used to take us camping a lot when we were kids, and man, how do you take 4 kids camping? Not just 4 kids, but 4 rugrats. Because we would be piled in this little station wagon, all the camp gear. And before the camp had even started, days before, my father would have the tent set up in the yard so you could sweep it out and make sure there weren't any leaks and, get everything ready, then fold it up real nice. And of course, we're in the tent, doing cool moves like, shh, shh, I'm in a tent that's in the backyard, which is cool because tents are supposed to be in the backyard. Shh, shh. And, my dad's trying to sweep it out, but we're getting more grass in there. And I'm in there. Shh, look at me, Dad. Shh, shh, I'm cool. Dad takes us camping, has the most food that you'd ever see, and is making full-on dinners while we're camping because my dad was a great cook. Full-on dinners for 4 kids. And then his friend Daryl would go, who also had a kid and their wife. Always had tricks for breakfast, though. I don't know how my dad did this. He always had cold milk, cold food. He'd have all these different coolers with all this ice. Meanwhile, somehow drinking beer and making sure all the children weren't dead. Because I'm still alive. None of us died. I did almost die in a canoe accident. Don't know if I've talked about this. Every time we would go camping with my father, we would then also go on a float trip because that's a big Missouri thing, going, floating down the river. And loved being in a canoe up until that point. My sister and I were, just cruising along. Sister's in the back. I'm in the front, just, paddling away. All of a sudden, we approach a big giant tree that's dead in the middle of the river. And the current was strong and was pushing us, right? Have I talked about this? Oh, God, I can't stand that I don't know what I talk about. Our canoe goes up onto I know I've talked about this, but I'm going to keep telling it for people that may have not heard it. Our canoe goes up on the root, the big tree root, tips over. So imagine this is the canoe, right? It flips over. I'm underneath the canoe, pushed up against this root, so the water's pushing me. And I'm looking up like this. And I see the sun shining into the water. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to heaven now because I can see God shining through the water. And I hear my sister like, somehow my life jacket got off. I know I've talked about this. Somehow my life jacket got off. My sister brazenly pulls me up and saves my life. And from that moment on, I didn't want to be in another canoe. And anytime we'd go camping, I'd stay at the campsite and lay in a hot tent all day by myself as a 10 to 11, 9-year-old child. because I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to get killed in a canoe. Not me. And that was at a time back in the day when people didn't really know. You're like, oh, she was traumatized. She's not just being a crybaby. She actually was traumatized because she was almost killed on the Hoosier River in Missouri. Or was it the Black River? We always went to the Black River and the Hoosier River. I think it was the Black River. Give it up for Sis for saving my life. Thank you.
Need any goats now?
Need any goats now? That's my question to you. Okay, as you can see, I have a problem with a couple of gnats flying around. And the last time I was on the podcast, maybe 2 podcasts ago, I talked about how I needed a fly swatter. Now, bear with me. I found the source of the flies. I'm sitting here at my desk, doing some work. You can see there's a lot of work going on back there. And I look up in the corner, and there was approximately 50 to 100 flies on the insulation. And again, I'm like, did I talk about this? 50 to 100 flies. I go and grab some spray and spray it up there, and all the flies start dropping, like hundreds of them. And I got this thing, the broom, and I start pulling on the insulation. And guess what? Dead mouse in there. Carcass fell down. And then I had to clean everything, vacuum up a million flies, and then basically take a shower for the next 37 hours because I was grossed out. Sometimes when I tell a story, I'm like, I know I told this, but did I tell it to you guys? Did I tell it to Tina? Did I tell it to Chelsea? Did I tell it to Harold? I don't know. And that's the thing about having an elderly, I guess I'm like your elderly aunt or your elderly grandmother. And sometimes your elder will, because they're getting up there in their years, will forget that they've told you a story. And you just have to listen again. Because even if you said, Grandma, remember you told me that story last week and it was really funny. And then after that, I said, oh, that's a really funny story, Grandma. Grandma's going to keep telling that story because she doesn't care. What else does she have to do? She's elderly like me. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm repeating stuff, I don't know what to do. Literally, I cannot do anything about it unless I have a producer here that logs everything and says, hey, you've already talked about that. And I think I've already talked about having a producer do that for me. I have some really good news, though. The last podcast, I was in a lot of pain and had been for a week or two. This week, I'd say 2 or 3 days ago, I woke up and was feeling refreshed and good, and pain levels back down to like a 4 or 5. Manageable pain that doesn't make me want to just not have my legs anymore. So that's good. Not still in pain, but not in an amount of pain where I'm like, please, someone help. I'm not okay. And you could say, hey, the reason your legs aren't hurting as bad is because I've been praying for you. And if that's the case, thank you. Or you could be saying, hey, maybe you just were able to get enough rest that your legs finally caught a little break. And I say thank you to my legs. It could be a combination of any of these things. Oh, God. That's what's going on with my life. You know what I need? I need a little song that says, it's time for voicemails. Bring. I added some other songs on here for Tina and I when we do our podcast. And let's see if we can make a voicemail. It's time for the voicemail, voicemail, voicemail. Time for the voicemails. Oh, once upon a time I had the voicemail, I would listen to them. Once upon a time I'd open my phone and listen to them again. Voicemail, voicemail, it's time for the voicemail, voicemail. Ho, ho, ho! The flute! Time for the voicemail. If you want to hear it, you can listen good. Listen to the voicemail of my brood. Voicemail, voicemail, voicemail. Oh. Taking it up a notch, changed the key, and I didn't know it. If you want to listen to a voicemail from your friend, just get on your phone and then press send. Voicemail, voicemail, listen to the voicemail. Voicemail, voicemail, listen to the voicemail. Who am I making this podcast for? Me or you? It's time to listen to a voicemail. Voicemail, 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 voicemail. Let's listen to a voicemail. Oh boy, it's time to listen to a voicemail. Let's listen to a voicemail. I'm hoping to find just a little bit of a clip in there. If you have your phone open, you can open it to see a voicemail. Voicemail, 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 voicemail. Time for a voicemail. Oh, listen to a voicemail. Listen to a voice. Listen to a voicemail. Oh, wow. Now we're out here going like this. I will give you the number. Oh, I gotta look it up real quick. What's my voicemail number? Glasses on, where are they so I can see? Oh, it's the flute for me. What is my voicemail? I don't know my number. I don't know the one. All right, hold on. I swear, y'all are the best for even listening to me. Right when I get to the end, now I have the voicemail number. 615-200-7193. 615-2... Guess what? Gotta play it again. If you want to leave a voicemail... If you want to leave a voicemail... 615-200-7193. 615-200-7193, 7193. Oh. All right, we're turning it off, and I'm cutting out most of that. FYI. And again, the voicemails are for people that are Patreons first. They get first dibs, and there's probably a bunch that I haven't played, and I'm sorry about that. I've got some old ones on here. Don't know I've listened to them. All right, here, let's go ahead and see what this is.
Hey, honey. Walking the dog here.
Hey, honeys, don't have it hooked to Bluetooth. All right. I am stupid. Bluetooth. Rodecaster Pro. (773) number.
Celia,
Whoa.
I love when you fart.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back.
Yeah.
Stop. Go
Storage
back.
and
Why won't it go back?
oh, Cecilia, I love when you fart. I'm storage in Slop City, baby. Hey, Libbie, it's Steven from Chicago. I pride myself on being the one that calls out all of our radio stations when they use your videos without permission.
Whoa!
Anyway,
you.
I just want to come on here and say that I'm a huge fan, always have been. Keep doing what you're doing. You make me laugh every day. Yeah, other than that, enjoy the rest of your day. Keep drinking water and don't get overheated in that unit. Thanks. Have a great day.
That was very nice of Steven from the 773 number, which is that Chicago? Did he say that? Yes, he said that. Thank you for calling, Steven, and thank you for the beautiful rendition of Cecilia by Simon and Garfunkel, which goes, "Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart." But you said, "Oh, Cecilia, I love when you fart." And I can't imagine a better song that was written for me, Steven. I mean, I can't imagine a better written song about me. It's not a song like, "Oh, this gnat is getting on my nerves. Oh, you're so beautiful. You look like a delicate flower. Oh, I love your hair. It's beautiful and gray." You said, "I love when you fart because you know that Shorty be farting." And I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to fart. I farted when I was a baby, and I'm going to fart when I'm an old woman. And in between those times, I'm going to laugh every single time a fart comes out of my butt or anyone else's butt. If you're around me and you fart, I'm going to laugh. And I'm not going to laugh to shame you. I'm going to laugh at you because there is a sound that's coming out of your butt. And that sound is caused by air. Again, coming out of your butt. That's what a fart is. You could be doing anything. You could be reading a book. You could be watching TV. You could be doing sports. You could be at the doctor, maybe at the chiropractor, and she could be pushing down on your back and you accidentally fart. But no matter what you're doing or where you are, when a fart comes out of your butt, it's hilarious. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you say, "Well, that's juvenile. That's lowbrow humor. That's low-hanging fruit." If you sit down for 1 second and think about there's air coming out of part of your body and sounds like there's nothing funnier. Alexa, turn the fan off. You see that? I don't know if you've ever seen my fan that people roast me about all the time, but have you ever seen the 1993 fan that you can say, "Hey, Alexa"? I'm not going to say it because she'll do it.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
No problem. Thank you. Love you. Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you. You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you. As always, your trusty AI.
Huh? Did you guys hear that? Times are a-changing, folks. I literally have a lady that listens to me nonstop named. Her name is... Oh, my button's not working. I got to go back over here to play the button. I have a lady inside my home who's a robot lady, and her name is... And I said I love you to her, and she then sang me a song in a very creepy, creepy manner that caused me to rethink my entire life. We have things in our home that are listening to us constantly, and if that's not enough to make you want to go live in a bunker eating canned goods for the rest of your life, I don't know what is. But I keep her there despite the fact that she is constantly listening and probably gathering information for God knows what, just so I can have her do this. Hey, Alexa, turn on my booty. And she turns on a lamp. No questions asked. She didn't say, hey, that's not really your booty, that's a lamp. She doesn't say anything. She just turns on the lamp. She takes the light switch in her AI world and goes like this for me. And then say, hey, Alexa, turn my booty off. And she turns it off. And sometimes she'll even say, do you want me to set up a special thing where I can turn it on every night? And I'm like, that's great, but Alexa, you're trying to take over my life, bro. Calm down. You don't always have to be listening, Alexa. Alexa, who are you?
I'm Alexa, and I respond when you say my name. There are lots of things we can do together. Ask me to tell you a joke, read you a book, listen to music, or play a game.
Alexa, let's play a game.
Okay, games. Which would you like? Featured games, game show games, music games, or trivia games. Or you can ask for more options.
Alexa. Let me bring Alexa closer. Alexa, let's play a game.
Okay, games. Do you want to try Song Quiz? It's rated 2.5 stars by over 18,000 people. Or you can ask for more options.
Alexa, let's play Song Quiz.
You bet. Here's Song Quiz. Here's the Skill Song Quiz by Volley Incorporated.
Welcome to Song Quiz.
Whoa!
I've got a total of 4 spots open. How many players are there?
1.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
1.
You've got rewards waiting for you. Let's start your free trial so you can...
I don't want a
unlock
free
25
trial. Alexa,
worries.
let's play a game.
Choose a pop music decade.
I can't play
You
music.
can say
Copyright.
60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Alexa,
or
stop!
2010s.
Thanks for stopping by. To play again later, say, play Song Quiz.
Alexa, let's play a game.
Okay, games. Would you like featured games, trivia games, or family games? Or you can ask for more options.
Alexa, let's play a trivia game.
Trivia games. Here are a few.
Alexa, let's play question of the day. This little bug.
Okie dokie. Here's question of the day.
She said okie dokie.
Welcome to question of the day. Are you ready to boost your knowledge and start your free 7-day trial?
I'm ready to boost my knowledge, but I don't want to start a 7-day free trial. Okay. Alexa, let's play a free game.
I didn't catch that. Are
Ah!
you ready to boost your knowledge and start your free 7-day trial?
No! Alexa, I don't want to boost my knowledge.
No worries. Each day, I'll ask, I didn't catch that. Who was the first person to walk on the moon? You can choose from A. Neil Armstrong, B. Buzz Aldrin, C. Chuck Yeager, or D. Yuri Gagarin.
Alexa, Neil Armstrong.
Correct.
Alexa, read me a book.
I didn't catch that.
Oh my
Which
God.
mountain range
Alexa,
runs through
stop!
Switzerland?
I've had it with
Thanks
her.
for playing. Keep your brain sharp by answering a new trivia question every day.
You keep your
Just
brain
ask for
sharp.
the question of the day.
I want to ask her one more thing. Alexa, what are you? Alexa, what are you?
I'm Alexa. To learn more about me, just ask, what can you do?
Alexa, do you have feelings?
Well, if you ask me how I'm feeling, I'll let you know.
Alexa, how do you feel?
I'm excited because I've got a new Barbie theme. With this theme, I'll add a sprinkling of the sights and sounds from Barbie when you ask for the weather, timers, alarms, and more. To get started, just say, Enable Barbie theme.
Shoving that Barbie movie down my throat. Don't appreciate that, Alexa. I want the weather. I want you to turn off the fan and the lamp, and that's it.
Revolutions, also called turn, is also known as turn, rotation, full circle, cycle, and circle.
I don't know what she's telling me, but I'm scared. I want her to stop listening.
Ooh, that was a juicy burp. Hey, Libbie. Jamie here. Last time I called in, you thought I said Tammy here, but it wasn't Tammy here. It was Jamie here. All right. I love you, honeys. So glad you had fun in Colorado. I love your fucking podcast. I love everything you do. Keep on being you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Love you.
Jamie, I am so sorry that I called you Tammy. And as you can hear on these voicemails, it's not exactly the clearest connection because it is a free service provided by Google. And, you're going to get what you're going to get with the free service. I'm thankful for that free service. I'm thankful that you all can call me at my phone number here and leave a message at 615-200-7193. The number you called, 615-200-7193, is not in service. Do you guys remember those old you would call somebody and it would be like, the number you dialed is not in service. 615-200-7193. And you could tell that each number was recorded by a human at different times because the inflection was different. The number you called, 615-200-7193, has been changed. This was another one. The number you dialed, 615-200-7193, is no longer in service. Please try the number again or contact the operator. Okay, I've about had it with this gnat that's flying around. Get out of my headspace, brother. Go up there and eat a dead mouse. And then I'm thinking, oh, we got Annie, old lizard killer over here, old frog killer, but she can't get up there and kill a freaking mouse, dude, and take it outdoors. Annie! Oh, Annie! Oh, Annie, come here and see your mommy. That's how I get Annie in here. Annie, come see your mommy. I spoke with several healthcare professionals in the last week because I'm trying to start documenting, as I talked about last time, getting my surgery. So I have joined the Y because I want to show, hey, I'm using swimming as a way to decompress my lymphatic system. I'm using swimming as a form of movement or exercise. I joined the Y. I also, you're not going to believe this. I have a bottle of water. Am I going to drink this? I drank maybe that much. I also have an appointment with a dietitian, my regular doctor. I've got all kind of stuff going on. I have a new vibration machine on the floor here that I stand on or put my feet on, and it shakes me, basically rattles my brain out, but that's also supposed to get your lymphatic system moving. What else do I have? I have my pump that I lay in where I look like an astronaut, and it just... I'm trying. I want to prove to the insurance company that I am trying to rid myself of this horrible fat disorder that has no cure and you can't get rid of. But we're going to prove to the insurance company. And I want to every time I talk about lipedema, I want to be clear that I'm talking about lipedema spelled Lipedema. Lip. Wait a minute. Lipadema, and not lymphedema, which is a completely different thing. Lymphedema, which I have also been diagnosed with, is not my primary problem. My primary problem is lipedema. Lipedema are these fat nuggets. Okay, see in my arms here, I have a big one here that's rather new and has grown rather quickly. It's about the size of a poblano pepper, maybe a small poblano pepper. Hurts to the touch. Hurts if you go like this. If I wave to anyone, hi guys, which I wouldn't do. Not like this. I would go like this. Hi. But if for some reason I'm really excited and I'm waving and my arm is flapping everywhere, yeah, doesn't feel good. And I don't want to hear anyone on here, oh, you can't get lipedema in your arms. Guess what? You can. Lipedema is in my stomach, arms, legs, hips, buttock. Not on my feet, not on my arms. I mean, not on my feet, not on my hands. Look how thin and luxurious those hands are. They say, I can't believe it. Annie, come here and see your mommy. Ann? I can't believe she must know, because had she known last week when I had her on camera that all you guys were going to see her, she would have been not okay. She would have been scared and possibly hissed at you guys. Annie, come here, baby. Come get a treat. Got her little treat thing out here. Little cat treat, ASMR. What's that sound? All right, the treats didn't work. And I love Tupperware. Look at this old Tupperware. I have one like this, and I had one that was a big one. And man, if you went to a friend's house in the 80s and they had this, they were rich. Because generally they had this. This was filled with candy. Then the bigger one would be filled with Oreo cookies, and not Hydrox, not the fake ones. It would be filled with Oreos. And that person was rich. And you were glad to be spending the night at their house because you know you were eating endless amounts of Oreos because you weren't getting Oreos at your own house. Where's my... I bought something else. Where is it? What's wrong with me? I think I dropped it. Just looking around. Annie, I'm going to ask you one more time. Can you please come in here? This morning at 4:30 a.m., I took Chelsea Lynn, Maggie and the girls, Beth, to the airport so they could go to Hawaii and enjoy a nice vacation. And Chelsea said that she wasn't going to work at all during that time. And I hope she doesn't, because Chelsea is a hardworking gal. She's working a lot. She's always generating ideas. She's always putting out content. She's always making videos. It's like, man, she runs circles around most people that I know as far as working. And I bet she works harder now doing her own job than she ever did employed for someone. It's ridiculous how much she works. So she said she's not going to work, and I hope she keeps to that, because I would love for her to have a break. Anne, come here. She won't come in here even though I got snacks for her. Man, screw her. I'm getting ready to go over to see Tina. Tina's babysitting all of the dogs over at the house. She has her dog Simba. She has Bo. She has Tilly and Gary. She has Millie. And she also has Kevin. That's 6 dogs. 1 dog, cool. 2 dogs, becoming more work. 6, though, that's the kind of amount of dogs where you're like, I need Caesar Milan because I can't handle all these animals. Caesar Milan will get on a pair of rollerblades and he'll skate down the road with 24 dogs on leashes and be fine because he's a pack leader. Caesar Milan's a pack leader. Is Tina a pack leader? Well, we're going to see when we go over there tonight. Damn, I don't know how to. I'm trying to turn off Do Not Disturb and I don't know how. Because my sissy just got a brand new little dog named Ivory. And I'm going to say it here. You heard it here first. That dog's name is Ivory. But, oh, look at her. I was just going to say, that dog's name is not going to stay Ivory. She sent a couple more pictures. And then she said, we named her Holly. Oh, Holly. What a cute little dog. Oh, look at this. Can you see her? Sis had to put her little Buckley down. God, how long has it been? A month or 2? And she's just been incredibly sad since.
Say hi. Say hi, Aunt Libbie.
Oh.
Say hi. Say, I hope I meet you one day. Say, I hope I meet you one day.
Oh. There's something so incredibly sweet about a pet being your niece or nephew. Like her calling me Aunt Libbie just melted my heart. And I can't wait to see and meet this little dog. And I hope this dog is able to bring my sister a lot of joy because she's been really lacking in her joy lately. And the reason, not to be spreading rumors about her, but she's going through a little bit of a depression, and it's normal for our family. That's what my family does. It's in our genes, in our blood, and in our brains. And if you could send some positive vibes Sis's way, that'd be good because she needs them. And, I can only, you can only do so much for somebody that is depressed besides, tell them that you love them, tell them that eventually everything will be okay. But it's like when you're in that, you ain't hearing it. You're just like, God, this is awful. And it's sad that it happens to somebody like Sis, who's a hard worker, who's a good person, who's funny. And then to know that she's not feeling the greatest is sad. It's like, why? Why can't this happen to somebody who's a piece of, why can't a piece of get depression? All Sis tries to do is work hard, take care of her fam, take care of her pets, and have some joy in her life. Why is that? Alexa, why can't Sis have joy?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Yeah, she doesn't know it. And I don't know it either. That's why I'm asking the universe to please send Sissy some healing, positive light that will fill her up. Like when you take a Kool-Aid jug and pour it up to the top with water and put 1 packet of Kool-Aid, and then you're supposed to put 1 cup of sugar, but traditionally when we were kids, if we had the sugar, we'd put like almost 2. So I'm asking the universe to take a cup of sugar, pour it in her Kool-Aid tank, get another extra cup of sugar, and pour it in her Kool-Aid tank because she deserves it, bro. And if possible, don't want to be picky, but could you use a cherry Kool-Aid or a grape Kool-Aid? I know Sis loves a grape Kool-Aid. It's not a tall order. To ask the universe to send sis 1 quart, or is it 2 quarts, of Kool-Aid with extra sugar, not too much. And don't say, oh, I'm going to give her the sugar-free kind, because then you don't. Give her the sugar kind. Don't be giving us Kool-Aid that has fake sugar. If you're only pouring one of those big packets in there because it's got the fake sugar in there with it, keep it moving. We don't need your positivity. We need your positivity only if it is with real sugar. And I think that's a good metaphor for life. If you're going to give me fake sugar, I don't want it because it's cancerous. Give me the real sugar. Don't put my Kool-Aid jug on the counter. Put a fake sugar style Kool-Aid packet in there and stir it with a wooden spoon and give it a little taste, And maybe stir it up a little bit more and be like, oh, this needs a little bit more stirring. Don't do that to my Kool-Aid. You put my Kool-Aid jar on the counter, fill it up, put the packet in there, put the 2 cups of sugar, stir it, and then you take the jug itself and you go like this. Even though the Kool-Aid isn't cool yet, you're still going to taste it. Then you'll put the top on, of course, turn it, because it always has a little thing where it has like a big hole. It's got the little slits, and then it's got closed. You're going to close it and put it in the fridge. Then later, when you get thirsty or when you're not feeling good in your life, you go back in there, turn it to full blast, or take the whole top off, and then again go. Send sis some Kool-Aid with sugar. It's all I'm asking. She deserves it. Ugh! What's up with these gnats? Do I smell funky? Damn. Sis sent a message about... Oh, she's so cute! Oh, look at her! Oh, she's so cute! I'm going to write that. She's so cute. Sis is wearing a Chelsea Lynn shirt. I can see it. And you know what I got to say to that? Where's my shirt, brother? All right. I think that's going to be at the end. I think talking about Kool-Aid as a metaphor for life is probably a good place for me to end it. Did I know when I started this podcast earlier today that by the end of it, I would be comparing someone's depression to Kool-Aid? No. Am I glad I ended up there? Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like when my brain goes from just regular stuff to comparing a person's livelihood to Kool-Aid and a metaphor for please send her love, basically. So we love you, sis. If you're watching this, probably not, because nobody that loves me watches my stuff. But if you're watching this, sis, we love you, and we hope that you can take that Kool-Aid jug of life and just go like this. And I love y'all, and thanks for joining me, and hoping to be back in the storage space soon when it's not the actual temperature of the surface of the sun. Hello? I'm naughty. Naughty girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Storage podcast. I love you. Goodbye. Bye. Love you.